The next topic is the multiprocessing and multitasking. Here there are a few definitions. We'll just go through one by one. What is multiprocessing? It is nothing but the ability to execute multiple processes simultaneously. You're able to execute multiple processes simultaneously is called as multiprocessing. Now, what is multiprocessor system? Systems which are capable of performing multiprocessing means it's a hardware. So the system which is capable of performing multiprocessing is called as multiprocessor system. Now, multiprocessor systems possesses multiple CPUs. So if the multiprocessor has to perform multiprocessing, then to execute each process, it requires CPU. So if there are several processes, you require several CPUs so that it can execute all of them simultaneously. Now, what is multi-programming? The ability of the operating system to have multiple programs in memory which are ready for execution. It is nothing but the ability of the operating system to have multiple programs in memory and that are ready for execution. Such a scenario we call it as multi-programming. Now, what is multitasking? It refers to the ability of an operating system. Now I'm talking about the operating system to hold multiple processes. You know that tasks, jobs are all same. Processes are all same. So multitasking refers to the ability of an operating system to hold multiple processes in memory and switch the processor from one process to another process. So it is a capability of the operating system to switch from one process to another process. So this will give the control of one process to the CPU, and once it is over, it will switch the control of CPU to another process. So that ability of the operating system, we call it as multitasking. Now let's go to the next topic. Now, depending upon how the task, process, execution, switching act is implemented, uh, multitasking can also be classified into three categories. One is cooperative multitasking, and the other one is preemptive multitasking and non-preemptive multitasking. So there are three categories. Now let's take one by one. What is cooperative multitasking? Cooperative multitasking is the most primitive form of multitasking. It was one of the initial concept when they developed this multitasking. Here, the process will get a chance to execute only when the currently executing process voluntarily relinquishes the CPU. Suppose there are three processes. So process one is executing. Now process uh, two will get a chance only if the process one voluntarily gives it to process two or the process one completes its execution. So this one you have to understand. So let us take once again, I'll repeat, there are two processes, process one and process two. So if the process two will get a chance only if process one completes its execution completely or process one will voluntarily give its control to process two. Now in this method, any process can avail the CPU as much time as it wants. Suppose process 1 requires CPU for 1 hour, then it can avail. Since this type of implementation involves the mercy of the task each other for getting the CPU time for execution. So assume if process 1 wants 1 hour, and if there are two possibilities, process 1 can completely utilize 1 hour and then give the control to process 2, or it is a mercy. Process 1 feels mercy on process 2 and it may voluntarily relinquish the CPU at 30 minutes and it may give the control to process 2. That is also possible. So it is totally in the mercy of the currently execution of process. If the currently executing task is non-cooperative, this is another case. If it is not at all cooperative, then the other tasks have to wait for a long time to get the CPU. If it is executing for a long duration, as I said, 1 hour, in that case, if it wants to execute for completely 1 hour, then process 2 has to wait for 1 hour. Nobody can stop that. This is the method of cooperative multitasking. Now let's look into the other two types. preemptive multitasking. So preemptive multitasking ensures that every process gets a chance to execute. Means every process will be given a time slot. So when and how much time a process gets is dependent on the implementation of preemptive scheduling. So each system will have their own timing. Maybe one system may develop that each process should take 1 minute or 2 minutes, and other system may develop let each process take 5 minutes. So it is totally depending upon the implementation of the scheduling algorithm. As the name indicates, in preemptive multitasking, the currently running task or process is preempted to get a chance to other tasks. So when once the duration is over, immediately the second process will get its chance. The preemption of tasks may be based on time slots or tasks or priority. Again, it could be one thing is a time slot and the other one it could be the priority. Even based on the priority also, the tasks may get preempted. So in case of preemptive multitasking, so every task will get an opportunity because it is either based on time slots or the priority. So waiting time of each process will be comparatively lesser than the first one. So now let's go to the non-preemptive multitasking. Here, the process or task which is currently given the CPU time is allowed to execute until it terminates. Means the currently executing process will have the complete CPU time until it terminates. That is, either it may go to completed state, means completely finished, or it may go to blocked or wait state. So these are the possibilities. One is the process is entering into the completed state, and the other one is either it can go to the blocked state or the wait state. So in that case also, the CPU, it gets preempted. Now, the cooperative and non-preemptive multitasking differs in their behavior. See, it is somewhat similar to the first one. In the first case also, the currently executing process had the full authority. Even this also, till it terminates, the control will not go to the second one. But there is still a small difference between their behaviors. What is it? The cooperative and non-cooperative multitasking differs in their behavior when they are in the blocked wait state, blocked or the wait state. So in case of non-preemptive multitasking, if it enters the completed state, then it's over. But if in this case, if the process is entering into the blocked or wait state, then there is a difference. Now let us take a scenario in